Alright, so we came back to Wagon Hill today. Had a car issue which we sorted out. Had a warning light on the dash about tyre pressure on the right side. Went back to Avis, they reset the computer. It wasn't an issue. We've been to the museum this morning. It's about 22 degrees out here. It's pretty nice. And we're at the very edge of Wagon Hill. But down there is Wagon Point. Maybe Fort Rumball even. So, am I up to going down there? Well, that's easy. Coming up. That we're gonna ascertain. First we'll have to get down over these rocks. Liz certainly didn't jump at the opportunity to come down here. Looks pretty bloody steep, although she said you'd be able to find your way down. Oh, you know what? I think I've seen Fort Rumball already. Maybe I can see. I think there's she said a gun placement, but there's also, oh look, around this place you'll see these white shoe prints which point you to things. This is Fort Rumball. You can see the dugout, can't you? I'm looking, my eyes are scanning the other tops of these hills. Okay, we're in Fort Rumball. There's once again the Boer positions over there. Yeah, I certainly don't want to. Now over there, here's another line of positions. So I ain't going down there, I tell you that. But maybe I can skirt across the valley there, up to there and see. I can see fortifications up there, so let's head over that direction. Rather large herd of gazelle as I park the car. Those beautiful little springbok impala little darlings. Alright, we'll switch off while I make my way over. This is a pleasant little valley. I'll make my way down and up to that point up there. Yeah, it's very pleasant. As I said, it's only about 22 degrees. We'll be warming up the next couple of days. But at the moment, this is just very green, isn't it? These paths are probably trod by animals or cows. Plenty of shade. Lots of new foliage on the trees here. That's a very African tree, that one. A lot of... There's a dung beetle at work. Hey, mate. He's bright green. And he's on a slope, so there he is up there now. And he's made the dung into a ball. Presumably he'll push it downhill here. Used to see them in Zimbabwe. They were a lot bigger than that. Always busy, always making balls of dung. Okay, now we're on the flat between the two hilltops. We're approaching what I think is Wagon Point. Oh, look at this. Ah, we found it. This is what Liz mentioned. Gun Pit and Digby Jones. Might have to find who Digby Jones, what he's... Liz told me, but I can't remember. He blew up something, I think. Castor and Pollux. Okay, so yeah, this is Wagon Point. You see that sign there? It says Castor and Pollux. They're two guns. That's the name of the guns. I learnt that at the museum. Okay, Wagon Point, so it doesn't seem a steep climb. I'm on my own, so if I have a massive heart attack and go down, I should be able to blurt out a message to you all before I go, with the Osmo capturing my last few moments of a very dramatic ending to the channel. But, so I'm on my own, I have no help. But unlikely that's going to happen. So we can see fortifications, some vicious thorn trees there, vicious. It's a bit of, you know that. Don't know if that's significant, probably not. This place was attacked all along here. All the length of this hill was attacked. Quite a view, isn't it? Hey, wow. This is Wagon Point. So for the British sitting up here, well, they should have been observing the Boers over there. But they wouldn't have seen them moving out at like 2 in the morning to get over here. The Boers would have used stealth. That's good, it hasn't been a real energetic climb to get here. Definitely need good shoes if you come here. Real African landscape here, isn't it? Can you imagine trying to fight here? As in, someone's running at you with a rifle. You may not have enough distance to fire, so it's going to come down to fists and rifle butts for the British bayonet. But this is the worst possible. You can't get your footing because it's all rocks. Plus the heat. 40-degree heat. For the Boers, I mean, we know that they came from commandos. This was the end of I think the Transvaalers came and attacked. So you got to sit for, well, it was 3 months. They were besieging the British. For 3 months you got to sit in the heat, the dust, twiddling your thumbs, occasionally firing a shell off into Ladysmith. Take that, you British bastards. But you're wondering how the farm's going. How's the wife? How's the kids? Do you question, what am I doing here? And they did. They had a lot of trouble with commandos just saying, okay, I've got to go and bring the corn in, or the mealies. I'll come back after ploughing season, or you know. Your wife's alone in the farmhouse. A lot of Africans around, you might be worried. But yeah, the Boer commando leader might extol you, plead with you. Look, we need you to stay. You can't just go home now, mate. We need you. Okay, I haven't found the gun placements, but we're still moving along the rim of Wagon Point. Oh. Just thought I'd capture that beautiful line of rock breastwork fortifications facing inwards to the British side, whereas we know the Boers came from that side, but you know, you don't know that when you build it, do you? I think I can see a sign through the foliage. Lots to see up here too. Dung beetles, insects, birds, beautiful scenery, big flat ploughed field over there. In the distance, of course, Speenkorp and Colenso. Yeah, very pleasant up here. We're looking for the gun battery, gun placement, and we're looking for the monument for a young man. We've got to find out what he did. Of course, since being out here with Liz, one is always looking for any etchings on rock that the soldiers might have left in their boredom. There's that white footprint. Interesting. Oh yeah, big breastworks of fortifications down here, and a plaque to read, so we're in luck. I see a gate. Do 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 do. Beautiful. Air is fresh. Life is good. I'm on the downhill slope now, guys. I'm coming up for 6 weeks in South Africa. I can see an end in sight. So we're here till, I thought Saturday, but actually I book out Sunday morning. I got it wrong with Buller's Rest, so they're going to move me Saturday into a room just for the night, because they've already booked out my room. So let's have a look what this says. Yeah, and then early Sunday morning I depart for the Oranje Vrystaat, the Orange Free State. There's a memorial to Digby Jones. Let's see what it says, and I'll see if we can find anything on him in Google. On this spot fell on January the 6th, 1900. Always a VC, Lieutenant RJT Digby Jones, VC. And near him the second Lieutenant GBB Dennis, Sergeant Jackson, Sapper Sland, I can't quite see, Corporal Hunt, Lance Corporal Bailey, the Royal Engineers. I'd say that Digby fell, and actually I can see that their motto, Quo Facit Gloria, or their battalion has a bomb. I don't think you can see, but it has a bomb as part of their, what do you call it, what, battalion's logo, emblem. So just pause here and I'll see if we can find out a bit about Digby. Lieutenants RJT Digby Jones, Royal Engineers, and number 459 Trooper H. Albrecht, Imperial Light Horse, would have been recommended for the Victoria Cross had they survived, on account of their having, during the attack on Wagon Hill on the 6th of January 1900, displayed conspicuous bravery and gallant conduct in leading the force which reoccupied the top of the hill at a critical moment, just as the three foremost attacking Boers reached it, the leader being shot by Lieutenant Jones and the two others by Trooper Albrecht. The Digby Jones is buried in Ladysmith Cemetery. He's memorialised on his parents' grave in Dean Cemetery in Edinburgh. Okay, now, he may have, well, he led the charge to take the hill back, and he may have been responsible for killing the Boer leader, De Villiers. We'll go and have a look at that. But that's what he did. Him and Albrecht said, we're not going to take it. We're going to take our hill back. And once again, you know, it could have gone either way. We spoke about yesterday. But, this battle could have gone either way easy. So the memorial to Digby is there. And right next to is a memorial for De Villiers, the Boer. I'll look at him. I'll look him up when we get home. Maybe seeing their leader killed, the Boers lost morale. It just says KV VKT De Villiers. No other inscription. We'll go down the end here. There are little poles with letters on them. I don't have a kind of... Oh, I think I see a gun placement. Oops. Yeah, I found the gun placement. You would have thought if the Boers were on those hills over there, they just would have pounded them, but maybe that would be wasting ammunition. There's a place in between the valley where the Boers probably could have hid out that you didn't know maybe when you needed your gun ammunition. This is a big gun. This is a big one. Look at this. There's a lot of these thorn bushes here. It's hard to... I'm wearing shorts, of course. Alright, we go through here. Khaki boss. Okay. This is the gun placement. And by the size of it, it would be a big gun in here. Boom! Boom! As it rocks back. Everybody stands back and puts their fingers in their ears. It's sort of facing that road coming from Colenso, to my mind, although it could probably swivel. It probably could swivel over to the Boer positions, I guess. Any rock art? Let's have a quick look. Rock art. I did ask Liz about any evidence of bullet or shell damage to the local rocks here. She did say there was some, but she wasn't definitive about it. So, got a few things tomorrow. We're going to go and look at the shield, see if it's ready. Got men's driving over to Dundee again. Go out to see the Zulu. See how the shields are coming on. And, okay. can't see any rock art. There is another little point there, number C, so we'll just walk up there and then we'll say we've done Wagon Point. Very enjoyable if you ever get a chance. Actually, Ladysmith's one of the tidiest, most pleasant, most English towns I've been to in South Africa. I did notice today when of course I went down into the African section, which is its usual filthy, chaotic, unorganised. Well, it's Africa. You know, you go to Zambia or Tanzania, Botswana, Malawi, Angola, you're going to find Africa. What do you expect? So there's a point here, G. I don't think I'm going to go down that. Oh, there's another little... Oh, hang on. There's another little monument. Okay. Don't know what this is, but we'll find out. Another little monument. Ooh. Just to orient you again, Ladysmith over there, you can see some green roofs. So this is the far point of Wagon Point, in memory of H. Webb of the Hussars. Wow, a snake. Oh, maybe a snake or a long lizard. He just went in under that hole there. Okay. Anyway, Webb of the 18th Hussars, January the 6th, 1900. We don't know how Webb died, but you can see how far down the fighting was. You know, it could have been reversed. Could have been the Boers pushing the Hussars and the Scots engineers down over that edge, that cliff. You know, with one more big push, could have driven the damned Britishers off. But they just didn't have enough fuel in the tank to finish the job. And they allowed the British to maintain a toehold on Wagon Hill until they brought the Devs up to reverse the situation, which you heard about. Alright, we'll go back to the car now.